One thing that changed my finances was not earning more money. It was learning how to manage the money I already had. Because honestly, there was a time when I would end the month wondering where my money went. Even worse, I would end the year asking myself, what exactly did I do with all the money I earned this year? I had goals. I wanted to save. I wanted to invest. I wanted financial progress. But I didn't have a system. And everything changed when I started budgeting. Hey brilliant family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. I'm Becky, and on this channel, we talk about personal finance, personal development, investing, and building financial stability for Ugandans, Africans, both at home and abroad. And today, I want to show you the simple budgeting system I personally use to stay financially organized. And honestly, it doesn't need to be complicated. You do not need fancy spreadsheets. You just need a system that helps you know where your money is going. First step, I start with my income. The first thing I do every month is record all my income. This includes salary, side income, business income, any expected income from dividend or coupon, and any extra money expected to come in. Why? Because if you don't know how much money that is coming in, it becomes difficult to plan properly. Many people focus only on expenses, but financial organization starts with knowing your income. Once I know exactly how much is coming in, I can start assigning every shilling a purpose. Step 2, I plan my expenses before the month starts. This is probably the most important part of my system. At the beginning of every month, I plan my expenses, not after spending. Before spending, I ask myself, what bills are coming? What expenses do I expect? What financial goals do I have this month? Because if you don't plan for your money will usually plan itself. And most times, that means overspending. You will always have more expenses than income. Budgeting does not restrict me, it gives me direction. Step 3, I pay myself first. One of the biggest lessons I learned is this: don't save what remains after spending. Save first, then spend what's left. Every month, I track my savings goals. Maybe it's emergency fund, travel funds, business fund, or personal goals. Seeing my saving goals progress motivates me to keep going, even if the amount is small, because consistency matters more than perfection. Step 4, I track my investments. Tracking my investments helps me monitor money I'm putting towards my long-term wealth building. For example, money market funds, unit trusts, treasury bonds, and other investments. The goal isn't checking every day. The goal is staying consistent and seeing progress over time. Because wealth building is a long-term game. Step 5, I track my net worth. And this is one of my favorite sections. And don't worry, it sounds more complicated than it is. Net worth simply means what you own minus what you owe. That's all. I like tracking this because it gives me a complete picture of my financial progress. Most people, you're rich than you think. Just try to track your net worth and you will be shocked. Sometimes income stays the same, but your savings increase, your investment increase, and debt decreases, and your net worth improves. That's really your financial growth. Step 6, I track debt payments. If you have a debt, don't ignore it. Track it. This section helped me see how much is owed, how much has been paid, and what's remaining. And honestly, seeing the balance reduce every month can be very motivating. Debt feels less overwhelming when you have a plan. Step 7, I use a shopping list. This section saves me a lot of money every month. Before buying anything, I write it down. Every month, I know what I'm going to buy for my personal needs. I make sure I write everything I may need this month. This helps me separate needs from wants. Because many purchases happen emotionally. You see something, you like it, you buy it. But when it's written down fast, you have time to think. And intentional spending leads to better financial decisions. The truth is, this budgeting system did not make me rich overnight, but it made me aware. And awareness changed everything. I stopped wondering where my money went. I became more intentional. I became more organized. And I started making better financial decisions. And honestly, that's why I created this budgeting system and these trackers. Because I wanted something simple that could help me to stay organized and focused on my financial goals. If you have been struggling to keep track of your money, maybe it's not because you're bad with money. Maybe you just need a system. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and also subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. And in the comments, tell me, which part of your finances do you struggle to track the most? Income, expenses, savings, investments, debts, or budgeting? I would love to hear from you. This is Becky. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye-bye.